0.1 Bitcoin will make you absolutely filthy rich.
You think it'll hit 13 million?
Bro, it'll surpass the market cap of gold. It'll surpass every single market cap, and it'll become the world's reserve currency.
You have an ability to spot trends pretty early as a day trader. 2-3 cryptos that you think are undervalued right now. All right, so I'm here with a very special guest, Shaney Rich. Shaney has gone viral all throughout the internet. You've probably seen him. What's the biggest misconception about crypto right now in the United States?
That you can get rich quick. I think that's the biggest problem. Like that era has passed, you know? Like I think we're done with the 20x bull runs and shitters like, you know, Decentraland and like just this fake value of things. You know, you can obviously make money on meme coins, but 99% of it is insider traded, you know, propped up by the same 5 people that are just gonna pull the rug eventually. It's not a get rich quick thing, bro. It's like instead of opening up a 401k when you're 17, you start putting $50 a week into Bitcoin.
Do you own Bitcoin now?
Yeah. I started buying at 3K.
Wow. So I think today's price is about 106.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care if I buy it at 106 or 150. It'll be at $1 million in 10 years. Now that we broke that psychological number of 100K, I mean, that sky's the limit, bro. Like, that was the number that everyone just didn't fathom happening. So at that point, $1 million's inevitable.
Do you think Michael Saylor is an idiot for buying so much Bitcoin?
What
or
a
do you
fucking
think
genius. What a genius.
Why?
Because, well, you know, his strategy with MicroStrategy originally was before ETFs, right? So in reality, he predicted the market. Because the whole point of MicroStrategy when it came out was so that you could buy MicroStrategy as a way of buying Bitcoin through a stock before the ETFs. So what a genius, because now there's ETFs by BlackRock, there's ETFs by Vanguard, there's HODL, there's Van Eck, you know, there's IBTC, but he was first on that. I think he's a genius, bro. Without him, we wouldn't be here. Same with El Salvador and Bukalele.
What are like 2-3 cryptos that you think are undervalued right now?
Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. Ethereum will be at 7,500 within 2 years. You know, that's probably the most undervalued, but I'd always just recommend buying Bitcoin.
What was the biggest mistake you made as a day trader that you'd recommend to a beginner?
The biggest mistake I think I ever made was selling. You know, I sold a lot of, you know, ADA at $3 to buy a car in 2021, and what I should have done is sell that, put it into stables, and put it into Bitcoin. You know, I should have taken all the money that I made with the gains of every single altcoin, every single meme coin, every single NFT, and instead of buying things like a car or paying for whatever, you know, I should have just let my cash flow business grow, and I should have dumped it all into Bitcoin.
How often do you trade now? Or do you just depend on...
I'll hop in some meme coins here and there, you know, but I'm always just decent. I mean, like, now it's just a volume game, you know? It's like on the dips, I want to jump in with size, and then, you know, I want to watch it grow and just keep adding to my position.
And then,
I don't watch it, though. I'll see alerts from Watcher Guru and stuff on Twitter, but, you know, I'm in, bro. I'm in. I don't care if it dips to 80, bro. I'm praying for that. That last dip to 75 on Liberation Day was amazing.
Yeah, you seem like you have an ability to spot trends pretty early as a day trader. What in general, what are like 3 indicators you like to use?
I mean, the biggest indicators that I like to use, and the number one biggest indicator, is you want to look where no one's looking. So I bought a significant amount of ETH, and you want to buy when the market's fearful. It's those 2 things in parallel, right? So like Liberation Day, Bill Ackman was crying on Twitter. It's the same guy who was crying at the bottom of COVID, by the way. So when I saw him crying on Twitter, I said, this is the bottom. I said, this is the bottom. Everyone is hysterical. So I put, you know, a good chunk of change into Bitcoin at 75K right at the bottom, and ETH at 1,400. And I put more into ETH than I did into Bitcoin, and I actually switched some positions from Doge and a little bit of Pepe and a little bit of Solana at $100, even though now it's, you know, close to 170, which is 70%, but I put it into ETH, which is up 80 or 90. At 1,400, everyone thought ETH was dead, and I tremendously sized up, and honestly, hopefully now I'm break even because I bought so much at 3K like 2 years ago.
How do you manage risk when you're trading in these volatile crypto markets?
Risk is risk, bro. I'm 20, you know? Yeah. So being my age, I love risk. Like, I'd rather risk everything now while I'm young, while I have the opportunity and the chance, you know, with very low responsibility. I mean, I do have a team and a company, you know, but that's all cash flowing now. So it's like, no matter what happens with crypto or my investments, I mean, I never invest more than I'm willing to lose, but I love to risk, especially at a young age, because that's when it really pays off.
Do you own any physical gold?
No, never have and never will. You guys should all join PN and Friends as well. Yeah. That's what you guys need to do, because they drop gems. I swear to God, I've made so much money in that Discord server. And this is not financial advice, so I'm not guaranteeing that you guys are gonna make money if you join that server, but I can tell you that the advice from Nima and the advice from Pablo and the advice from all the people in that Discord server are going to empower you with the tools and with the knowledge to create wealth in the next generation of the digital economy.
I've known Shaney for several years. He's been a supporter of our community that we started in 2021. Next month's actually our 4-year anniversary. Shaney, thank you for joining, man.
Thank you for having me. Make sure you guys all subscribe, comment, drop a like. Even if you think that we're goofy and funny, I don't care, you boost the algorithm.